In this morning's Commitment 2024 report, we're getting a look at how Maryland voters feel about the candidates in this year's presidential election.
Oh, these numbers are according to a new Gonzales poll. And when asked if they believe the country is moving in the right or wrong direction, 50% of voters say we are moving in the right direction and 45% say we're moving in the wrong direction. Among Maryland voters, 53% approve of the job President Joe Biden is doing, while 45% disapprove.
Former President Trump has a job approval rating of 42%, with 57% disapproving. When it comes to Vice President Kamala Harris, 55% approve, while 37% disapprove. When it comes to Vice President Harris, those numbers are a shift from earlier this year.
Statewide, 55% approve of the job Kamala Harris is doing as vice president, compared to 37% who disapprove of the job she's doing. And that contrast, that is quite a significant bump for her compared to the poll we did in February, where 46% approved of the job she was doing as vice president.
And at 6:30, we'll take a look at the Trump-Vance ticket and how the approval rating is split.
Maryland Governor Wes Moore is also seeing a higher job approval rating with Maryland voters. According to the poll, statewide, 64% approve of the job Governor Moore is doing, 24% disapprove, and 12% did not provide an opinion. This poll was conducted after the Democratic National Convention.
One of the fascinating findings in this, Rob, was that 35% of Republicans in Maryland say they approve of the job Wes Moore is doing as governor. Now, we've got to be careful, because that 35% approval is comprised of 7% strongly approve and 28% somewhat approve. So it's mostly soft approval, but nonetheless, any Democratic office holder in this country would give his firstborn or maybe 10th born for numbers like that.